Hey guys, it's Hen. Welcome back to my channel. I have to apologize in advance. I don't actually have like a vlogging camera. My arm is kind of dying, so you might notice that like during the filming I'm just like slowly dropping you guys as my strength weakens. But yeah, so I thought for today I would do a vlog with you guys and bring you along for the day. I've got to go to the gym and then I've got to go to Horseland to grab some bits and pieces, and then sorry, seriously, this camera. So basically just to update you guys really quickly, I gave Fletch 2 months off over Christmas. Plan originally was to give Fletch a month off over Christmas because I knew it was going to be a really busy time for me. Ended up being more like 2 months because of work and stuff like that, but got back into riding roughly Jan. And I'd been working in for around 1 month, just like super light stuff, just getting him back into it really slowly because obviously he would have lost quite a bit of fitness over that time. But basically had him back in work for a month and then he decided to jump the fence and injure himself. So he's had another month and a bit off now because of his injuries. He'll be like completely fine. But just in terms of recovery, he's had to have this time off, which is really frustrating for me because I really just want to get back on and ride and I just haven't been able to. But I'm gonna go and jump in the car now, so I will see you guys at the farm. Me, what are you doing? What are you doing? Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Wait. Oh, hi. Look at that cute face. Oh. Pretty. Hello. Guys, I just got down to the horses, so I am going to go and catch Fletch now. I did just come from Horseland and I picked up a few bits and pieces and maybe something for my next tack haul video. Oh, here he comes. I feel so bad for him. He's been in the yard for like pretty much the last 2 weeks and he's so over it. And it's like, it's a big yard, yeah, but it's so tiny compared to his usual paddock. So every time I come, he always comes up. He's like, I'm bored, take me out. Oh, and the worst, he has to wear, you guys can see up if I zoom in, he has to wear a wind-sucking collar while he's in here because whenever he's confined, so like same if he's stable, he tries to wind-suck, which is really frustrating. Oh, so yeah, he's got to wear a miracle collar until he's back in his paddock, unfortunately. Say hi to everyone, Fletch. Say hello. Yes. Come on, you. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna brush Fletch and then maybe just do a little bit of work with him in the arena. Because I really still want to try and ride him bitless once he gets back into it again. But I think I have to kind of teach him the cues. I don't want to just YOLO it with him because he can be a little bit energetic, can't you? Crazy horse. Literally my life has hay bag chooses to pull it out onto the ground. I need it there instead. So you guys, like I said, I just wanted to do a little bit of groundwork essentially with Fletch in the arena. I feel like he's dying of boredom in his little yard. So I thought this was kind of like the perfect opportunity to try out the Micklin bridle but as a bitless bridle, which is something I've wanted to do for ages. So I'm just giving it a really quick clean up because I haven't been riding. All my stuff is so freaking dusty, it's disgusting. So I picked up some of those, let me grab the packaging. So I got some of these from Horseland. The Oakwood leather and synthetic wipes. So I haven't actually used these before, but I saw them and I was like, that just sounds so convenient. So I'm just giving this a really quick clean up with these, which is working really well. I don't know if you guys can see, it's looking pretty good. And then I'm just going to rearrange it, take the bit off and convert it into the bitless bridle. So I'll show you guys that once I've got it on Fletch. Guys, I actually really like these. Like, I've never used them before, but like freaking hell, look how much dust and like gunk it got. It was so disgusting. Still like really wet. I just did my whole bridle and reins and I feel like I could still go and wipe this over my saddle now. So basically with the Michelin, you've got like a few options in how you want to do it up. So I've gone for the one where you get the extra strap and I've put that under his chin and then you connect your reins kind of through the D-ring, which means you'll get a little bit of pressure under his chin, which I think might help because it'll kind of act like a noseband if he doesn't want to listen. Just in terms of like pressure and release, I feel like that's probably the best way for him to learn. So like if he gets pressure under there and then I release, it's going to be the easiest way to sort of teach him like the aids. We're just going to do some walking around and I'm just going to put some pressure on and just see if he responds. He's in kind of a mood because he's got so much excess energy from being in his yard for so long now. But hopefully he somewhat behaves. So overall, I mean, that seemed to work fairly well. It's hard to tell because just casually eating my reins. It's not like they're expensive or anything like that, you know, it's fine, it's fine. But it's hard to tell because Fletch, he's pretty well trained, like in terms of handling, like leading and stuff. Like he's really respectful, so like when I stop, he tends to stop, which is why I was kind of doing a little bit of like asking him to do some steps backwards and stuff. So yeah, once I get the okay from the vet, I'll probably start riding him again and have a go in the bitless bridle and just see how it goes. Like, he seems pretty responsive, so as long as he's not having like a crazy day, I reckon I'll be pretty safe to just do it. He's like so on my face right now, it's ridiculous. So I got to give you guys the update on what happened with Fletch and his little run-in with the fencing. So basically what happened was we had to put him into a new paddock because we're getting new fencing done, new safe fencing in the paddock that he usually stays in. So he went into this other paddock and we don't actually know 100% what he did. We think he might have rolled into the fence because he cut the front of his knee and also his hind leg. And it just kind of looked like that would be consistent with rolling into the fence like an idiot. Oh, he's disappeared. Fletch, what you doing? What you doing? He's biting the thing that I'm sitting on. So bored right now. So once I dealt with that and his leg was all bandaged and it was all fine, we put him back into his paddock, it was all good. And then the next day I get a call because Fletch has jumped the fence into his friend's paddock and they're just chilling together like nothing's happened. I'm like, far out. And obviously he didn't mean to jump into his neighbour's paddock. So he caught his knee as he went over the fence and so he recut the cuts that were already on his knee. And I was like, like, horse, what are you doing to me? So then I came down again and like luckily like the cuts were fine, like completely fine. But we think what happened was because he went back into his old paddock, which now had new fencing and new border, we think he just didn't realise there was a new fence line, because it literally, like, before, how do I describe it, it went like long ways down the paddock, yeah, and then when they recut it, they cut it up like in half, so like where he used to be able to run all the way down quite far, it's now cut off. So we're not 100% sure, but hey there. But what we think happened is that this one got a fright because the tree actually fell down, like a massive tree in another paddock. We think they got a fright because they all went running like back down their paddock, and he basically ran down, forgot the new fence border was there, and then realised too late and kind of had to jump the fence. So luckily he made it over. And like the ironic thing is the new fencing is supposed to be super safe, so of course my horse has to go and jump it and test it out. Very lucky that it was actually the brand new super safe fencing, so he didn't end up with anything major. He just grazed the hair off the top of his knee on his leg. But I'll show you guys where he cut his leg in a second. I'll just tie him up because otherwise he's just gonna try and follow me around as I look at his back leg. But yeah, so it's been really crap. I haven't been able to do much with him because the activity on the cut on his hind leg is causing a bit of scar tissue. He just refused to like be calm in his paddock, and he's just running around a lot, and it's built a little bit of scar tissue up, unfortunately, in that cut, which is no issue. I've actually had the vet out again because I was like concerned that it still seemed quite raised, but he said in terms of soundness there's no issues. So that's why we put him in the yard now as well, because he just wasn't stopping running around. We just had to confine him a little bit more, and it's really good because the scar tissue's really started to go down now, and like he's almost rideable again, thank God. So this is the cut. It's looking way better than it did a few weeks ago. If you're wondering, the reason it's purple is because I've been spraying Centrodin on it, which is like an antiseptic spray that acts as a barrier. It's really good. If you have a look, you can just see like the scar tissue he's gonna have now, which is really annoying, but the vet's not concerned, so I don't really care. He's gonna be sound and happy, that's all that matters to me. And that's the only reason I'm not riding him yet, because the more movement there is, the more scar tissue he'll build up. So that's why I'm not able to ride him just yet. And I'll just show you guys where he got himself on the knee as well. So the originals were here and here, which we think is what he did in the fence. So we think he rolled and clipped himself on these two spots and then got himself on the back leg at the same time. And these were pretty much just grazes. Like they really weren't that bad, which is why they're almost gone. And then this one higher up on his knee, this was from jumping the fence. And like luckily with that one it was the same sort of thing, like really it was just a graze and it's almost healed over now. We're just waiting for like the hair to grow back. If my camera will ever focus. Oh my god, usually this camera is so good, I don't know what's happening today. Like hello. There we go. So yeah, you guys can see like it's not bad. So yeah, that's where we're at. Alright, so I'm just gonna put Fletch away and then I'm gonna make his dinner and give him some more hay. And then do some poo pickup, because that's what I love doing on a Saturday night, just picking up my horse's poo. Hashtag equestrian life. My float as well that's in the background, it's literally got so many cobwebs all over it. I went in there the other day to grab a hay bag out of there, and like I was like holy shit, like it has been taken over by spiders because I haven't used it for like 3 months. Like, I can't deal with it. Of course has to roll. He's like already made a rolling patch. Fletch, why? Why you do this? I brushed you for so long. Don't you care about being clean?